awesome. Look at that. I have chromatic metal. That is awesome. My secondary item is a chromatic metal. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our fresh save in the new 4.0 update for No Man's Sky. And in the last episode, we totally fixed our ship. We got off our initial planet, and now we have a signal source to go follow. We're following the storyline in No Man's Sky. So I played a lot of this game, so I want to experience it for the first time because the 4.0 update changed a ton of just the base game, how things normally would work, changed difficulty, all that kind of stuff. If you want to see an overview of all that stuff, I'll link the previous video, the previous episode, down below in the description. But for now, we are going towards this signal source. Let me look through my inventory, see what we got. Oh yeah, I should have paid. Oh yeah, well, I mean, we have salvage technology. We can move that stuff around. Our life support is getting kind of low. We can refill it right here. And again, remember, it'll tell you how much you have and how much you need. So the right side says 35. I need 35 for 100%, and I have 35 oxygen to fill it. So, boom, we're able to get it to 100%. Oh, there we go. That is one thing that's in No Man's Sky, and it'll probably always be in it. If you're in your menu while you're pulse driving or going anywhere like that in your ship, it will kind of like your ship will bounce off or kind of go in the wrong direction if you're in your menu because you have to be paying attention to the game. Whoa, what is going on here? This is a cool looking planet. Is it a purple filtered planet? Oh, we need to check this out. What is going on here? I think this is a purple filter. Are you joking? That's awesome. I mean, it could be just the nighttime. I don't know. Where's we going? Now, when you land, your visor will automatically tune into the target sweeper. Basically, it's a mode in the visor to show you where your next objective is. So that marker that we were following, that red one, it doesn't tell you exactly where you need to go. It'll give you the general area. It's one of the features I don't like about No Man's Sky, but hey, it kind of, to me, it feels like they're trying to make things last longer. They're kind of milking the time. Instead of just telling you where to go, they want you to pull out your visor and walk around and look. Where are we going here? Okay, over here. Down here. 100 feet. Where's my thing at? There's going to be a building of some kind around here. Where is it at? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so once you get close enough, it will mark it and say, oh yeah, this is where you need to go. There you go, finalizing. So it'll say, oh yeah, this is where you need to go. But I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, this is the only building around. So it'll be the building that's closest to you, or, you know, the location closest to you. So let's open up this damaged machinery. Let's see what's going on. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Let's decipher the signal. Decoding 16, 16, 16. That's a big number in the No Man's Sky lore. You'll hear a lot of people talk about 16. Entry 4925C. No fuel in fail to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to underground. Deployed base computer. As well as a log entry, a signal contains the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator, both good technologies you need. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. Yeah, let's get those plans out. Got that. All right. Well, now we have a base computer. We need chromatic metal to make it. And we also got our terrain manipulator. This is basically the way you can you can mine different resources out of deposits. So you have your regular mining beam. That's for, you know, materials. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to scan stuff, you guys. Got to scan stuff. But that's how you would mine normal materials. But you're going to see a mineral deposit, you know, basically dirt, but it'll be like copper or metal or something like that in the ground. And you're going to need to get some copper in order to make chromatic metal. We can refine it into chromatic metal. Pyrite deposit. We're looking for copper. There's one right there. Boom. And so we can use our terrain manipulator. Oh, yeah, we need to make it first. Duh. All right. So in our multi-tool, it is a, what is it? Why is it not there? Okay, done. Okay. You want to have your technology together. I don't know why I didn't have it. So you notice how if it's separated, there's no outline around it. If you put them together, they give each other a bonus. And so whatever that technology is, so in this case, it's my scanner, I'll get an upgrade or a little bit of a bonus to my scanner if I put all the upgrades together like that. So you want to put your similar upgrades close together. Let's install our terrain manipulator. We need 1 carbon nano or 2 carbon nanotubes and 1 dihydrogen jelly. Thankfully, we've already made our jelly, so we can do that. But we need 2 carbon nanotubes. We can totally do that though. So go to our crafting menu, go to our carbon nanotubes, and if you see, look at that right there, boom. So you can build 1 by default, it only builds 1, but if you want to, like we need to build 2. So if you hit left bumper and right bumper, or R1 and L1 if you're on PlayStation, it'll actually increase it. So you can see I go 1, 2, 3, 4. The more you bump it up, the more it'll build. Now the problem is you can only build however much you have. So I have 1,000 carbon. I can only make 20 nanotubes. You don't need to make that much, so don't do it. We only need 2, so let's make 2 and build. And look at that, automatically built 2 for us. That's amazing. So we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna drop it on our terrain manipulator. And we installed it. So now we have our cool terrain manipulator and we can use this to dig into the ground. So look at that, boom. And we're only gonna get silicate powder, basically, you know, sand. We're gonna get sand from the regular dirt. But what we need to do is get some copper from this copper deposit. So let's head on over here and get some copper. All right, we made it to our copper deposit. So you'll see it's like a shiny, cool, like looking pile of materials. And it says, I have my mining laser out, you cannot mine it with your laser. You need to install your terrain manipulator. We did that earlier. And the other thing to keep in mind is you have different sizes for your terrain manipulator. Again, hit left and right bumper and you'll see that circle gets bigger and smaller, that sphere. So the bigger the sphere is, the more you're going to get rid of. So oh yeah, we just get rid of this huge area. The problem is this is only going to give you a little bit of materials. You can't get a lot of materials by using that. It's more of, hey, I just need to clear out an area. There's something in my way, or I'm building a base. That's why you would use the bigger size. If you want to get the most materials out of a resource, like you want to get the most copper, you want to use the smallest one. So get down all the way to the tiny one. Now, the other drawback is the smaller terrain manipulator. It'll give you more resources, but it's also going to use a lot more fuel. So you're going to have to refuel your terrain manipulator a lot more often. But because you're refueling it, because it's so small, you're getting a ton of copper out of there. So it's a good trade-off. It's something you want to keep in mind, though. So just keep your eye on your refuel, your gauge over there, and you'll be able to just say, oh yeah, I need to refuel. You're good to go. And then, I mean, if you want to, there's a happy medium. If you want to go in the middle, so not the biggest, not the smallest, but the middle, it'll give you an average. So it'll use an average amount of fuel, and it'll give you an average amount of resources. If you don't need that much, you're like, hey, I don't need a lot of copper. I just need a little bit. I need an average amount. Okay, just use the middle one. That's the default size. That is the size you're normally going to see anyway. But if you want to squeeze out a little bit more, go smaller. Anyway, we've got all that copper, but we need to refine it into chromatic metal. So we need to get our refiner out, put it down. And of course, we got to get in here. And if we need fuel first, you have to use fuel in order to refine anything. So let's put some carbon in there. And then we're going to put our copper in there. We had 428. That's a decent amount of copper. And again, remember, keep your eye on that number. It takes 2 copper in order to make 1 chromatic metal. So it's going to basically cut my copper in half. We started out with 400. We're only going to get 200 chromatic metal out of 400 copper. So, and everything's going to be different. Sometimes it takes 5. Sometimes it'll take 3 of this resource. On average, it'll either take 1 or 2 though. So most of the time, it'll just take 2. You don't have to worry about that. And you don't have to worry about just sitting there. You can move around a little bit. You know, if I want to get my resources, again, guys, I'm telling you, early on in the game, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of upgrades. Get all your resources, you know, it's free stuff. Oh yeah, and scan stuff as well. Make sure you scan and get all that money in there. We're gonna make a ton of money doing that. Oh, let's scan this bird. Make a ton of money doing this. 109,000. Dude, it is so lucky we got an upgrade for our scanner early on. That is insane. It's just gonna make us so much money early, which is gonna help us overall. It's so freaking awesome. All right. Now we get in here. Oh, we're almost done. You'll see it's almost done. And wait a minute, and done. Beautiful. And you can do it like this. Like, I could put it in my suit if I wanted to, or if I like left something in there, like I left my pure ferrite in there, I could just leave it in there, and when I pick up my refiner, it'll give me all the materials back. It gave me my carbon and my pure ferrite. So don't worry about, oh, it's not going to give me anything. It should give you all of your materials back. Whatever was it left inside of the refiner when you pick it up, it'll give it right back to you, so you're good to go. And now what we need to do is we need to make a base of operations. Basically, we need to make a location where we can come back and, oh man, look at all these animals. I get distracted, guys. Sorry. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money off the, oh man, can I scan you guys? Come on, scan. There we go. Make a ton of money off scanning these animals. 109,000. Another 100. We just made 220,000 by scanning that stuff. So freaking good. But yeah, we need to make a base up. Wait a minute. There's a manufacturing facility over here. You don't want to do that because that's where all the sentinels hide out. You don't want to go basically make your base of operations near the sentinels because then they'd attack you. Well, you know what? We're going to make it right here. So what we got our blueprint for a base computer. So let's make our base computer here. And we can put it anywhere we want. So I'm going to put mine right there. And once you place it down, it will mark this location. You have to go in here and mark it, though. If you want to claim it, there you go. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar tests confirms site is suitable for construction. Claim the site. So basically, you can't build your base on top of someone else's base. If someone else claims it, you can't just put it on a computer and claim it again. This is just to make sure that nobody's building bases on top of bases. That's all it does. So now we're going to claim this. So now if anyone tries to, like in multiplayer, if someone tries to come over here and claim it, it'll say, sorry, Jason already claimed this area. You got to go somewhere else. This is Jason's base area. So now, we got our archives in here. Let's see what's going on. Accessing log from previous user. Entry 4925D follows. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. Okay, he put some plans in there because he was having issues. The previous player. Oh, look it. We got our basic building blocks. So they will give you this, and you have to unlock the other base parts. And there's hundreds and hundreds of base parts to unlock. So now we can build our base. They want us to build something to help us stay out of the elements. So we can build a floor panel. Again, if you hover over it, it'll tell you, oh, you need 10 carbon in order to make that. That's okay. We're good to go. So I can place it wherever I want. And again, I should say, in addition to this normal camera mode, if you click in your left thumbstick, you go into free camera mode. So your player character stands still, but you can move the camera around however you want. It's a little bit easier to place stuff. So I like the free camera mode. Again, just click in your right thumbstick or your left thumbstick, and you can just do that. Done, done, done. We're going to make a basic base. We're going to back out. We need to make some walls to protect us from the elements. So put those down. I know. And so all you need to do is put down one piece and they let you go. But I'm going to make a shelter. This is going to be our base of operations going forward. Then we have our door. And then you can put in a flat timber roof. It does take a lot of materials, but it looks cooler. And everything's going to take a different amount of material. So just keep in mind, you're going to need to make sure you have enough in order to build the cool things you want to build. So here's my cool little base. Look at that. Not a lot of light in here. We haven't added anything to it, so it's not very fancy, but I like it. I can call it home. And the first thing I always try to do is I will put down... Now see, our building menu is starting to get more options in it. Look at that. We have different tabs now. And then we have a tab over here. We have a flora containment, basically so you can grow different plants. We have our different stuff over here. And then we have... cap light stand, so we have a light here. We also have a cool flag right there. But what I want to do is I want to put down my portable refiner in my base. That way I always have something to refine. You know, I can come in here and refine stuff if I need to. So we'll fill it up and let's start refining. Oh, we don't have anything really to refine, so let's do some pure ferrite. We'll turn that into magnetized ferrite. We're going to need that later, but not now. We need to go to our computer again, base computer 2, get some good information from here. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry 4925E follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby. Plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices beginning search. So what plans did he put in there? Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. So we just learned how to make a construction research unit. This is basically an item that lets us research other base parts, like other roofs, other walls, things like that. So we're going to need to put that down. Let's get back in our base. That way we can get protected from the elements. That's why you want to do that. So what do we need to do this? We need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes. That's why I was making magnetized ferrite. But we don't have enough magnetized ferrite, which means we need to make our own. Magnetized ferrite comes from ferrite, so we're going to have to do a lot of refining in order to do this. But let me show you the basic building blocks of what you need to do. So you need to go into your refiner. We're going to pull this out. We already have 5. We're good. But we need to put in regular ferrite dust, and that refines into pure ferrite. 1 ferrite dust equals 1 pure ferrite. And then take that pure ferrite, put it in there, and you could turn that into magnetized ferrite. So you can keep refining something to make it better and better and better. There's different levels to the refining, but this is going to take 2 pure ferrite to make 1 magnetized ferrite. So as you get higher up on the rarity, the more materials it's going to use up in order to make it. So we're going to need a lot of ferrite dust. So that's what we're going to do right now. And the other thing is we're going to get ferrite dust while we're out here. And we need buried technology module. So you see how it looks like almost like a little Wi-Fi signal thing over there? You're just looking for that symbol. Let's go get some buried technology. We found that in the first episode, but we found it outside of the ground. We need to go over here and use our terrain manipulator to get this buried technology. So now we have it down here. We know it's there, but it's underground. We have to get to it. So let's use our terrain manipulator to dig a hole and unbury it. There we go. And let's pull it out. And we got a few salvage datas out of there. We got 2 out of there. So now we're up to 6 of them. Very, very cool. We need to get a whole bunch of that. So I'm going to be looking for a whole bunch of that stuff, as well as I'm going to be getting some ferrite dust. So I'm going to be mining my rocks as well. Oh, no. I got to mine my rocks as well. So get these little rocks. And I will see you guys in a minute. Well, looky here. Look what I ran into. So as I was walking around, I found a resource depot. You will find these randomly spread out all over the planet. So they're being protected by sentinels. But what you can do is you can destroy these containers and get the items inside. These are really good for making money, but make sure you're ready because the sentinels will protect it. So make sure you're good to go. Oh, we need a weapon for that, but that's okay. We don't need a weapon. We can just punch it if we wanted to. Now, if I had a weapon, like a bolt caster or something, I could just shoot it and get all the materials inside. But because I don't have a weapon, I'm going to punch this thing open. There we go. And you can use all of the materials you get from this. You can sell it or you can use it. They have really rare materials, so it's definitely worth it to come over here and grab it. But just be ready for the Sentinels now. They are kind of freaking out. They don't know what the heck they're doing. They're like, what the? This guy is over here punching these containers? What is going on? They're probably calling their boss going, hey, we have a guy over here punching the containers and he's stealing all of our stuff. What do we do? So they don't know what the heck to do. They don't know what is going on here. But that's okay. We're playing on normal mode. Again, if you're playing on a harder difficulty, this will be harder to do. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now they're coming in. Let me get the gold out of here. I'm going to get all these and I'm going to run away like the super brave guy I am. I'm going to run away. Run away! Let's go. Now, I'm going to get out of here. I need to get out of the area. That way the Sentinels lose me. So if you run far enough away, the Sentinels just get tired and they're like, okay, the guy's gone. So there you go. I have a timer top right-hand side of my screen. When your wanted level, when your search level is too low, when you're a level 1, they're like, well, he's not a threat. We're good. And they give up pretty easy. The higher your threat level, the longer they will look for you. So if I was like at a level 5, they'd be looking for me for like a minute. Whereas I'm only a level 1, they spent 10 seconds. They're like, well, he's fine, whatever. So we're still looking for our ferrite dust. And look at that, I have chromatic metal. That is awesome. My secondary item is a chromatic metal. Again, totally worth it to be scanning these minerals. Scan everything because you never know when that secondary item is going to be worth it. Freaking chromatic metal as a secondary item. That's insane. That is so useful. Because chromatic metal is used to make a lot of different items in the game. So it's a really rare resource to find. And the fact that, well, it was a rare resource, now it's normal, I guess. All right, we're looking for buried technology. Where you at? Oh, there's one over here. I just went the wrong way. Let's get some more, and I will see you guys after a little while. Oh! Did you just see that? I was going along, and I got attacked by a hazardous plant, and it broke my jetpack. So you'll see a notification, and if you go into your menu, you'll notice, oh, this thing has a red exclamation point on it. So my jetpack was broken. I cannot use my jetpack. Now, if I try to use it, nothing happens. You have to fix it before you can use it again. So let's go into our menu, and it's going to take 50 ferrite dust. Now, it's not that bad. But again, it will increase depending on your difficulty. So it might be more expensive or happen more often if you're playing on a more difficult save. We're playing on normal mode, so that's why it's not that bad. Fix that thing. 50. Now we can use our jetpack. Now I can go back and still use it. Holy, that is a brand new feature of the 4.0 update. Now your technology is going to be constantly in peril. It's going to be in danger of being broken if you get enough damage. And it's going to be a randomized thing. If I get shot by the Sentinels, it might break my shields, or it might break my life support, or my jetpack. You will get random breakage depending on the damage you take. So I was going through and I was jetpacking. That's why my jetpack broke. So very, very cool. I love that addition to No Man's Sky. But the hunt for buried technology continues. All right, so I think we've gotten enough materials, so let's make our magnetized ferrite. And again, we're going to need just one more magnetized ferrite, but we got plenty. Okay, so let's turn some of this ferrite dust. And again, if you don't want to put in a whole 198, like I have 198 right there. While you have it, while you're holding it, all you have to do is hit X if you're on Xbox, or PlayStation, you hit in square, and it'll drop half of your stack. So 198, drop half. 199, drop half again. Tap it one more time. 49, drop it again. So you can just keep cutting it in half and half and half. So until we get to like 6, that's fine, right? We're going to refine that into 6 pure ferrite because we only need a little bit of magnetized ferrite, so I don't want to use up all of it. There we go. So we got all the magnetized ferrite we need in order to make our construction unit, but we also need a nanotube. There you go. So now we can make it, and it doesn't need any power or anything like that. We're about to run into that issue. but the construction unit does not need power. So let's get in here to the construction unit, and we can see the different options, the different things we can unlock at the construction unit. So let's research buildable technology, and you'll see it has a big tree here. So we can't unlock, like if I wanted the battery, I can't unlock it right now because I need the previous items in the tree. So you have to unlock the teleport module first, and we need 2 buried technologies to salvage data in order to unlock that. We have 12. At the top left-hand side of the screen, you see we have 12 total. So we have more than enough. So let's do that. So we just learned how to make it. Very, very cool. And then we need to unlock the biofuel reactor because a base teleporter needs power, and we don't have any power right now. So let's unlock this thing real quick. And because we're making a biofuel reactor, we're going to need wires. The cool thing is they give you wires for free. You see how it says electrical wiring 0? Absolutely free. Don't need to worry about spending anything on that. And then there's all these other items in here. I would always recommend wait on this, because as you progress the storyline, you will get these items for free. You don't have to spend any salvage data in order to unlock these. So keep in mind, you will get a lot of these. Not everything, but you'll get a lot of it for free. So why waste the materials to unlock it when you get it for free later on? So we're going to leave all the rest of that alone. And we're going to need to make a... Oh, we need to go into our tabs, because now we have different categories of stuff. You know, we have... Oh, wait. We have our roof. Okay, that's all good. What's in here? Oh, there we go. Teleport module right here. So let's put that down. Now, we don't have enough. Oh, no. We need metal plating. We need 2 of those. We need carbon nanotubes and sodium. So we're going to need to do that. So what we can do is we can wait out here. Let's go get some more. Oh, wait. We have enough, right? Let's grab this. A little bit of ferrite dust. Now, if you want to see how to make a certain item in your inventory, we have a brand new technology tree in our inventory. So what I mean by that is if you go into your crafting items, menu, this is all the things we can craft, right? But if you want something really complicated, like, hey, I need a warp cell, but I don't know how to make any of this stuff. Antimatter housing, antimatter. How do I make all of that stuff? If you hit X on Xbox, or if you're on PlayStation, hit square, it brings up a tree. So now you know what all the materials you need. So in order to make a warp cell, I need antimatter housing and antimatter. But in order to make these items, I also need different materials. So you see how it goes all the way up and down, and you can just build it from here. Now, I have not unlocked the antimatter blueprint. That's why it's locked. I can't build it. I don't know the recipe. So until I build that, I will never be able to make a warp cell. Eventually, you'll learn that. But if I need to, I can make an antimatter housing right from this menu. Just click on it. Oh, recipe unknown. What? How's that unknown? Unknown recipe. Okay, I can't make that either. Okay. I guess not. And, yep, I don't know that recipe. So I don't know any of those recipes. That kind of sucks, but that's okay. What we need to do is we need to make 2 more metal platings. This is for our teleporter. And we need 2 carbon nanotubes. So let's make those as well. We know what those are. 1, 2. And we need some sodium. I've been using it for my my hazard protection. So now we need to look for more. There you go, right here. The yellow Na is going to be where the sodium plants are. Grab a little bit right there. We're going to need a little bit more of it later on anyway, so let's grab all we can while we're here. Is it down underground? What is that? Is that underground for real? Let's see what this is. Why is that underground? It should not be underground. So I don't know why it is. It is underground. Look at it. We have a cave down here. Okay, we have a hidden sodium plant. And now I'm in a cave, but I need to get back out of here. So let's go back up through the hole we just created with our terrain manipulator. So now we have our sodium. We should be good to go to make our teleporter. Now, you won't be able to make your teleporter too far away from your base. Oh my god, we still need more sodium. Are you kidding me? Well, we need to look for more sodium. I thought we had enough, but we did not. So let's get more sodium. And again, We used our scanner so I can see it. And I keep saying again, I don't know if you guys are using, or if you guys are doing a drinking game on that, but I suggest not. You might die. Don't drink anytime I say again. That's terrible. There we go. And this one should do it. Let's go to our build menu. See, we got too far away from our base. So now we can't do anything. See how all the tabs are gone? I'm outside of my base building area. So I need to get closer to my base. That way I can build my cool teleporter. Now I am getting ahead of myself here because our actual next objective is to go to the base computer and rename our base. So let's do that. I'm getting too crazy out here. But there's a cool menu here that you could do a lot of stuff in. So the cool thing I like to do is go to the base screenshot, and you can take a custom screenshot if you want to. And you just say, oh, you know what? I want the sun out here. Oh, we can't move the sun? Okay, fine. I guess not. It's not like photo mode, but we can zoom in on our player. So, oh my God, come on, look this way, look this way. There you go. And oh, of course, he just screwed it up. That's okay. So we got a cool shot. And then over here, if you click on the pencil right here, you can write down whatever you want. So you can just call this Jason Base number 1. And there you go. And now that's what my base is called. And after you do all of that, if you want to upload your base, now again, God, Lord, I gotta stop doing that. Uploading your base means that everyone else can see it and find it and visit it. So if you upload, like if I upload my base right now, that means you can come visit my base. Now it's going to take a little bit of time to update in the servers, but now that my base has been uploaded, everyone can come over and visit my terrible little box of a base. And now we can make our base teleporter now that we have all our materials. So let's put that one down. And we have a base teleporter, but there's no power. Oh no, we have no power, huh? So now we need to make sure we build a biofuel reactor. We need a metal plating for that. So let's build a metal plating. And now we can pop down our biofuel reactor right here. But the biofuel reactor will make electricity, but it needs to get to your teleporter. So we need to put down some electrical wiring. And so you'll see this lightning bolt right there. That is where the basically the outlets are. So that's how you can plug in to your generator. So let's select right there. Oh, come on. Right there. And then we're going to power it up right to our teleporter. Done and done. So now it's powered, but the problem is the generator is not running. We need to put some fuel in there to make some power. So let's click on our furnace to see what we can put in there. And we can put in carbon, condensed carbon. All this stuff can go in there to power it. So let's put our carbon in there, 80 carbon. And that will last me for 50 hours. And keep in mind, this is real lifetime. So if I stop the game right now and I come back tomorrow, it will subtract 24 hours from that. This is based off of your real life time, not just in-game time. So keep that in mind. But it's powered up. It's good to go, right? Now the base computer has more info for us. Let's see what's going on here. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925F follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast. Repeating 16. From the space station. Warning. End of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. So now we get to go to the space station, you guys. So hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit that like button because in the next episode, we will be heading to the space station. So I will see you guys in the next one.